Trickster says, who is the best team you think we will play on our schedule? Louisville, I thought looked well. They were kind of struggling for a little bit against Jacksonville State, but they really put it on them.
They did,
in the fourth, especially in the third and fourth quarter. So I don't know, Louisville, I guess.
Toughest team.
South Carolina looked good today, especially defensively. So I mean, we'll see. I'm not convinced that offense is any good, but defensively they are much improved from last year. Defensive line really talented. Dylan Stewart, Luke Kennard, not Luke Kennard. That's the guy that played for Duke. I can't remember his first name. They have really talented defensive tackles. Like they have a really good defensive line this year, and they've shown themselves through 2 games. So I don't know. We might that South Carolina game might look differently than we thought. Who knows? I know you don't like to hear that, but they did look good against Kentucky. But again, it's Kentucky, and I thought Brock Vandagriff also played terrible in that game. So how much of it was South Carolina's defense, and how much of it was Kentucky flat out just being bad on offense? I don't know. We need more to see from them.
Yeah. Whatever. South Carolina's terrible.
I'm going to default to that. I'm going to default to that with you.
No, they did look better today. I don't know. They couldn't have looked worse than they did.
Yeah, against Old Dominion. Yeah, that was they probably should have lost to Old Dominion, if we're being honest.
Definitely couldn't have looked worse. So, yeah, they definitely showed improvement this week. We'll see, though.
Let's see who else has looked good. Virginia. Hey, shout out to Tony Elliott, 2-0.
Hey,
got the win over Wake Forest today. One point win.
Absolutely. Shout out to our boy Tony Elliott. Came back and got the win.
Off to a good start in
Wake Forest, man. So shout out to him, man. He's had a rough go there. Not just with on the field stuff and trying to get that program on the right track, but all the stuff that happened there, and shout out to him, definitely. Good to see him making progress in that program.
Yeah, Virginia Tech, obviously not what we thought.
100% not what anyone thought they were.
That's what makes it so hard. Like power rating the rest of the schedule is really difficult because we've talked about Florida State not looking good. NC State just got their doors blasted off them by Tennessee tonight.
Yeah.
There's not an obvious best team right now on your schedule. So I don't know, which makes it even more imperative that
51-10, dude.
51-10, man.
51-10. You believe that?
Grayson McCall.
Good Lord.
He's not good. He's not
in the red zone. That was reminiscent of Clemson last year. I was like, oh, Lord, let me turn this off.
Good Lord.
It's going to rub off on me again. Like, oh, my gosh. Freaking.
Yeah, NC State. Jesus.
Why do we do this with NC State every year? Not me personally or you personally. Just like in general.
They just because they're not terrible enough to like completely write off, but then and so people always are just like, oh, this might be the year for NC State. Like they're never truly bad, and so people just are always, and that's the and whenever they have it, they do have a solid year. Everybody expects them to build on it, and that's when they disappoint you again, and then. The cycle continues with that program.
Oklahoma struggled today.
Oh yeah, they did.
Oklahoma State struggled today too. They almost got beat by Arkansas.
Yeah, that was a crazy. Arkansas completely gave up that game. Yeah, that's right. Auburn lost to Cal. That was Peyton Thorne. Jesus Christ. Hugh Free. It's a miracle. Like it's a miracle that they're recruiting as well as they are Auburn.
Oh man,
they are so poorly coached. It's so bad.
Good Lord, that's sad, dude. That's sad. How you lose the cow?
I don't know. Hey, but shout out to Cal, ACC.
Hey, there you go. ACC representing out here.
Yeah, and Pitt did come back over Cincinnati. That was pretty crazy. Game-winning field goal. They were down.
Yeah, they were down
by like 21 points.
Yeah, they were down bad.
Yeah. So shout out to Narduzzi.
I didn't even know Pitt could make a comeback like that.
Yeah, I did. They certainly haven't shown that kind of offensive life
definitely not.
Other than 2021.
Pitt down by 21, you might as well just shut it off. There ain't no reason to walk it. But not tonight. They came through.
John says, yeah, Virginia could beat Maryland next. Maryland looks weak this year. Yeah, I think they lost to Michigan State today at home. So, Jonathan Smith over at Michigan State, that's a brand new coaching staff, and Mike Locksley has been there for a while. So, that is a game I think Virginia absolutely can win. Anthony Calandria, in his second year at quarterback for Virginia, it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We got a super chat from Black American Made. He says, I think Wesco and Moore deserve the majority snaps. Yeah, I mean, and I think that's what we've talked about.
I think that's what we saw today.
You definitely saw a higher share for them. I still think you need to have Antonio Williams and Tyler Brown when he's healthy out there as well, because those are your older.
I think they bring more on slowly as the year goes on. I think his role will increase as the season goes on, right?
Yeah, and obviously his
role is still pretty limited.
Yeah,
in the offense,
which I'm not too upset, but they did give him opportunities, and obviously the opportunity he did get, he scored. So that's
there you go. That's all you can ask for, right? So.
More incentive to get him out there more. So I think you will see them plenty.
But Wesco, he solidified it. He will be playing quote unquote starter snaps from now until he leaves Clemson. But
I think he tied the record for fewest games to get to having a 100-yard game. In Clemson history, obviously just his second.
He had a 100-yard quarter. Forget the game.
Yeah,
he had like 120 yards in the first quarter.
Yeah,
or 130 maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what it was.
Pretty nuts.
Whatever it ended up being, it was 120 plus in one quarter of football, basically. So, he definitely solidified his spot. But let's not forget about. Williams and Brown and those dudes too. They need to be out there. Those are our proven guys. And then Wesco obviously can 100% be trusted. And then I think TJ Moore definitely proved himself tonight too. And his role will keep expanding, I think, as he becomes more comfortable with the offense. I think that's really the only thing holding Moore back at this point.
Yeah.
It's just his grasp over the offense. I don't think he has the whole offense down right now, which is why he's still a little limited.
Yeah, summer guy didn't get the reps. Bryant Wesco had a full spring practice to get ahead of him. But they know that how good TJ is, and I'm fully confident that he'll be playing regularly. And be a regular fixture of this offense by the end of the year. So
guaranteed.
College football is even more exciting with some action on the line. And the games are even better when you're cashing in. And the Voice of College Football is the place to be to get the greatest value. Let's start with my picks. 75% against the money line, 58% against the spread. I've got a 40-year track record. In fact, in 2023, at $100 played per game, you would have netted over $9,300. And guess what? I'm just the warm-up act. Steve Merrill, our ace in the hole, show stopper from Wager Talk. 6 years with the Voice of College Football, over 30 years in the industry. Steve gives us analysis on all the big games, but you can't miss Steve's weekly Under the Radar pick, which went 21-5 against the spread the last 2 seasons. I repeat, 21-5 against the spread. You also get picks from some of our top analysts here at the Voice of College Football, including Steve Dace and Matt Zemek. Become a YouTube channel member or Patreon member for just $99 per month. Go to the main channel on YouTube, click join, and select the betting tier. Do the same thing on Patreon. Make 2024 a winner now.